Hello everyone. I am so glad you have joined me today. I love sharing my ideas with you, and I hope I inspire you with today's creation. And here it is. Isn't that cow so cute? I love it. And we're going to do the inside in the envelope. Join me in the craft room, and I'll show you how. For my card today, I am using Over the Moon, specifically You're Utterly Fantastic, and this cute little cow. I'm using Love What You Do, the two fillers. I have a piece of the 2018-2020 DSP, and I've chosen the polka dot piece. And this piece is just under 2 inches. The length I didn't cut, I just cut it off of the 6x6. This piece is basic black, and it is 2 1/4. It is 2 1/4 by 4. I have a scrap of Whisper White. My card base is Whisper White, and it's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have my envelope. I'm going to be using this subtle embossing folder. I needed Memento Tuxedo black ink and a basic black marker. I have my Starburst punch and my banner triple punch. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piece of Designer Series paper, DSP, and I'm going to put it into my punch all the way. I will be cutting this down, but rather than try and figure out what length I need, I just figured I'd cut it after. Now I'm going to take my basic black piece and my subtle embossing folder, and I'm going to emboss it. My piece is embossed, and what I'm going to take and do is I'm going to fold my paper in half, use my bone folder, give me a good crisp fold, and I'm going to use a scrap piece of paper to take and stamp the background in a cow pattern. And those images from the Love What You Do is perfect for a cow pattern. So I'm just going to stamp this all over. I'm going to pull in the small one. I'll go back and forth. All right, and I need one there. Let's see. I need one there. I'm going to do a small one. Use your the layout, your pieces that you've already cut to determine. All right, now this is going to go on here if you need more. See, there needs to be something there, so I'm going to take the big one and stamp it there. All right. Isn't that a cute background? Looks just like a cow. Anyway, this I'm going to put on with my tear-in tape because it's embossed. And when you emboss something, it's not flat surface. There are ridges, basically mountains and valleys, and it's best if you take and use the tear-in tape because it grabs the paper you've embossed and your background paper and holds it really well. I've never had luck with snail. In fact, I don't use snail. I use an ATG gun because snail falls apart on me, and I've never had my ATG gun fall apart. But that's just my house. You have to do it based on the humidity level in your house. All right, there we go, got that. Now I can get rid of that. I'm gonna put this down onto my card base. And I may use, I may need a background behind my stamped image. Okay, now this is going to go on here like so, a little bit higher. I'm trying to make it even on this side and the top. And that's crooked on this side. Hold on. Good thing I didn't push down hard. Oh. There we go. There. That's better. Now, this piece is even with this, but I don't want it all the way down. So what I'm going to take and do is I'm going to lay it on my card like I want it, and I'm going to measure how long to cut it, and I'm going to go with 4.5. So I'm going to cut this off at 4.5. Okay, there. Time to add that to our card base. And the glue will be fine for this because you're going to have enough. All right, so there's that. I like the glue because it gives you a little bit of wiggle room. All right, now I'm going to put that there, pull in my scrap paper, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp "You're Utterly Fantastic," because then I can stamp the cow underneath. All right, and I'm going to go up some like that. Now I'm going to stamp my cow. Oh, I forgot some other markers. There we go. Let me get my other markers. I'm also going to use Daffodil Delight, Basic Gray, and Petal Pink. Now I use the Petal Pink for his nose, for lack of a better term. Just because that color works. All right, the daffodil I use for the bell. We used to have, and mine's packed up, I can't find it, the gold marker, and I can't find mine. All right, now this one is the basic gray, and I do the hoofs in the basic gray just because I do his spots in black, and I want some contrast. So let me get his hooves done. There. Now we're going to go to the basic black, and I'm going to color his tuft of hair, his ears, his spot on his face, his spot on his eye, which then covers up his eyeball, but that's okay. If it bothers you, you can go back with a fine tip pen and fill it in. And then the tip of his tail. So he's all colored in now. What I'm going to take and do is I'm going to take the Starburst punch. All right, I got to cut it off just a little bit. Let me cut. All right, I cut about 1/4 of an inch off because I want the whole, see, all right, I wanted the whole sentiment in there. So I've got that, and I'm going to punch it. All right, now this is going to go on the card, and I can't decide. Let me, that is lovely lipstick. Let me see if I need a piece of lovely lipstick behind it. All right. I think I need a 2.5 inch circle. I'm going to go ahead and punch it, and we'll see if it works. Yeah, it just kind of makes it pop, so I'm going to go ahead and add it. Sometimes you have to adjust as you're crafting. All right, there's that. And now I need some dimensionals on the back. Get one in here. And I'm going to take my backs off, and we have a cute card ready to be mailed out. I just have to remember to make sure I put it on the right way. And then this goes on right like that. Cute! And I love the subtle background because it almost feels like cow fur, because it's really coarse and rough. But there we go. And I did the inside in the envelope. If you like my project, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Don't want to miss any of my creations. Don't forget to leave me a comment. I love comments, and it really helps me out, gets my name out there. I have a Facebook group where I do Facebook Live on Thursday evenings. Head over to Facebook and search for Creations in Paper and join our group. If you do not have a demonstrator, I would love to be your online person. Send me a message and I'll help you out in any way I can. Have a great day.